the Senate President, Sir, distinguished Senator Godswill Akpabio, Commander, Order of the Niger, distinguished senators, the leadership of the Senate, distinguished senators, members of the press, ladies and gentlemen, I am Major General Taoreed Abiodun Lagbaja, the nominee of the President Commander-in-Chief as the Chief of Army Staff. I'm humbled and honored to be here this morning in this hallowed chamber to address these distinguished senators. I'm also very thankful to the President Commander-in-Chief for the confidence reposed in me and nominating me as the Chief of Army Staff. There's no denying the fact that our country, in the past 2 decades, has gone through challenging security situations that have impacted adversely on our economic, social, and political lives. What used to occur as occasional or episodic crises have now become enduring, making governance and the rule of law more challenging for the government of the day. The dream of our founding father is that of a strong, prosperous, globally competitive, and influential nation. However, today's painful reality is that insecurity has distorted our developmental plans and aspirations as Nigerians. The volatile, uncertain, complex, and ambiguous nature of our contemporary security environment makes leadership challenging and therefore demands new skills that are proactive, adaptive, and inclusive. And I make bold to say that is what I intend to bring on board as the Chief of Army Staff. I know that the Nigerian Army that I have been nominated to lead is a crucial component of our military instrument of national power. It is the largest, most complex, most geographically spread, and often most sought after when security situations go south. For the Nigerian Army to grapple with the demands of the contemporary security environment, it must consistently transform to be a step ahead of its time. I, upon my nomination as the Chief of Army Staff, conceptualize my philosophy of command as to transform the Nigerian Army into a force that is well-trained, equipped, and highly motivated towards discharging our constitutional responsibility. To achieve this, I've identified some pillars upon which my philosophy will rest, and that includes leadership, operational effectiveness, and sound administration. I was conscious of the pronouncements and the directive of Mr. President on the need for synergy and to operate in harmony with sister services and other security agencies, including the larger Nigerian society. And I've identified the need to work in a joint environment with my colleague nominated as service chief, and other security agencies. I see my nomination as a privileged opportunity to bring about more positive changes to the Nigerian Army, to enable it to function optimally in line with the dictates of our Constitution. Distinguished Senate President, sir, distinguished senators, if confirmed by this distinguished Senate and given the uncommon mandate to lead the Nigerian Army during this period, I shall do my best to justify the confidence reposed in me by His Excellency, the Commander-in-Chief, and the larger Nigerian society. In line with the directive of the Senate President, I will not take time to introduce myself. I was born on 28 February 1968 in Ilobu, Osun State. Admitted into the Nigerian Defense Academy on 12 September 1987 as a member of the 39th Regular Course and commissioned into the Corps of Infantry. In the course of my military career, I've attended courses commensurate to my rank and garnered experience along the line. I've had administrative, staff, and command appointments. I was a two-time commanding officer of a Special Forces Battalion, the 72 Special Forces Battalion in Benue State, where I was saddled with the responsibility of combating the security challenges in the Benue Valley. I was the commander, 9th Brigade in Lagos, and later the commander, 2 Brigade in Uyo, Akwa Ibom State. I've commanded 82 Division Nigerian Army and the 1 Division in Kaduna. I've also held staff appointment as the Director of Operations at the Army Headquarters, and most recently, I was the Chief of Operations saddled with coordinating the operational activities of the Nigerian Army. I have extensive operational experience, having been deployed locally and abroad as part of a peacekeeping force. I intend to bring this experience to bear in my sojourn and responsibility as the Chief of Army Staff. Distinguished Senate President, sir, distinguished senators, I hereby present myself for your screening and subsequent confirmation as the Chief of Army Staff. Thank you, sir.
The uncommon nominee for office of Chief of Army Staff. Thank you for your presentation.